For you as just a partner agent with them, here's the downside is most of the leads they send you, at least they sent me, were for manufactured homes, condos under 100 grand. Honestly speaking, it didn't make financial sense for me to be chasing those leads. Most of these manufactured homes, they're on lots where you got to pay about $1,000 or so in ground rent, and most of these people are not aware. So they think they buy the house. Oh, this house is $90,000. I can buy it, but you still got to pay $1,000 a month on ground rent, and those have never panned out for me. You know, it doesn't make sense to be done paying your mortgage, but you're still paying $1,000 every month. You can get a condo in a better area, you know, and pay less of a condo fee. So I'll just say this much. Whenever the Redfin leads come, you get a ding on your phone. And whenever I saw a deal that's over 300 grand, 400,000, the average home in Maryland is about $400,000. Whenever I saw a home like that, I would instantly accept the lead and I would instantly get a text message, sorry, this lead has been assigned to somebody else, something along those lines, or somebody else took the lead. And sometimes I thought maybe it's me not being timely to accept the leads, but I would have my phone literally in hand. It comes in, hit accept. As long as the price point is over a threshold, they give it to somebody else, is my conclusion. I may be wrong, but there's no way I can instantly accept a high dollar lead multiple times and none of them actually comes to me. Anything under 100 grand or so, they will give you. So I feel like you got me running around for not enough money. There are other sources that I can pursue and get a high, you know, and it needs to be worth your while. If you don't have any business going on and you've closed 5 deals, then hey, maybe you can take on that challenge. But for me, it just didn't make financial sense. But out of all of those, sometimes out of the 3 deals I closed, I did end up getting a few in the $300,000, $200,000 price range. But there was a few and far between, and they got all these requirements. You have to update all the leads in time and delete the ones that are not dealing with you. Sometimes it takes time to nurture these leads, you know? So it's just like I'm constantly updating their CRM and the deals are not falling through. It just felt not coming through. They are falling through. It felt like just busy work for me. So I just kind of slowly backed out from that. I do have a few Redfin leads that will close this year that I feel as though I provided great service with. And I have one under contract now, let's say 1, 2, 3 off the top of my head that I feel like I built a rapport with. They're just not ready to buy. But when they're ready, I even think I'll be the agent they call, because one of them called me earlier this year and he's back searching, you know. The other one also is searching. One of them had signed a year lease. He will be searching, because I know he will search, because I send him properties and I can see that he looks at them. And you know, you just got to engage from a distance. You don't want to be a snake oil salesman constantly hawking and trying to force yourself on people, because sales is about you doing a transaction for somebody who wants to buy or sell a house. It's not about you trying to sell somebody on something they're not interested in. At least that's my philosophy. So Redfin can work. Would it be better for you to be a Redfin agent all the way? And I don't know what their structure is there, how they do a commission split. Are you on a salary? I don't know, but I know they have agents that are Redfin agents, almost like employees, or that's their brokerage. And then they also give other leads. When those agents are full, they hand down the other leads to other people. So it's almost like you're a bottom feeder for Redfin. and you're getting the undesired leads. Some of those leads that may come as undesirable, or that all their agents may be fully booked, you may get one or two good ones, which has worked out for me. But in the course of getting those one or two good ones, they have a partnership manager that's really hawking you to work these $80,000, $90,000 leads, which makes no sense to me. I'm constantly driving up and down for less than 100 grand, and I would give pushback there, and it hasn't gone so well. Obviously, it's their platform, and they can do what they want to do with it. But that's my experience and my honest take with it. It can work, but there are better options, if I may.